Who is one celebrity you think never deserved to be cancelled? I have a few. Awkwafina. The Blacks and accusations are just dumb. I know all kinds of people from all kinds of different places who speak in all kinds of different ways. Big whoop. Janet Jackson nip slip, disproportionate outrage, but she's still loved and celebrated in certain communities though. Jenna the blackface gay fiasco, that situation was just dumb. Monica Lewinsky, enough said. I was a kid then, but looking back I'm like WTH. Sinead O'Connor for ripping the photo on SNL, big taboo at the time, but someone finally said something. She was right all along. Gina, no person dared to do the same thing as almost every social media user ever and had a just absolutely fucking stupid and ill-informed opinion on something and posted it on social media, and it affected whichever the vast majority of people's lives, exactly zero, so therefore she can have a career, social media presence, or any form of success. Yes, how dare she do the same thing as almost every social media user ever has done, not necessarily a celebrity, but hi-dubs. Dude literally got annihilated by his own fan base for expressing that he supports his now wife who was doing it at the time and expressing that he regrets his old, distasteful sense of humor. I personally am a huge fan of his apology video and his new podcast W His Wife, and I think he just deserves a chill life because he truly does not owe his parasocial obsessed toxically masculine 2016 audience anything. Liam Neeson. He talked about when he was younger he wanted to kill a black man after his friend was raped. I don't think it was any specific black man, but just any, because he was young and ignorant. It's easy to look at a situation from the outside and point and go that's wrong, and it was, but to him, a young man isolated in Northern Ireland, he thought nothing of it. Like I said, he was ignorant and he knows now it was wrong. How my parents' generation boomers treated Monica was wild. She was a student and he was a president. The government went after her using a high-ranking official to pretend to be her friend. Jesus! And then they slut-shamed her for it. X-Gen should have done more to bring her back. But truly there is no making up for what was done to her. It was so gross. Even at the time, being like 20, I knew it was wrong. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. A great NBA player in the 90s, I believe, who had a great story to listen to. If I remember correctly, he had OCD and would shoot hundreds of free throws each day until he made enough in succession to be satisfied. He changed his name whilst in the NBA and devoted himself as a Muslim. He essentially got blacklisted due to him kneeling to the national anthem, seen as a symbol of oppression. Andy Signore, the creator of a YouTube channel Honest Trailers and Screen Junkies. He was one of the first to be Me Too'd after Weinstein. His career was ruined. It's since come out it was all complete bullshit. The worst he did was flirt with some fans while being married. But that didn't matter at the time. It was a witch hunt, and they burn a lot of people to keep the movement going. Colin Kaepernick. This talented man did exactly what we say we want, peacefully protesting, and people spit in his face for it. He was even respectful, kneeling during the national anthem, which, when I search my mind, is usually a reverent gesture. Then people wonder why protests over police brutality became riotous. The right kind of protesting didn't work. Claude from AFTV was a bit sad because when he died about a year later after being booted off the channel, everyone went to his funeral. His picture was put up on a bookcase in the background of AFTV's videos and they held a Claude cup in his memory. Thus, it seems kind of wasteful that they couldn't have him on the channel till the end. I don't closely follow Shane Dawson, but I found it incredibly strange when he was being cancelled over his old videos. Times were different when I was a kid. Edgy humor and dark jokes were arguably at an all-time high. Then a lot of people that were once fans of him were turning around and cancelling him for being a part of that culture. Any stand-up comedian that has had their career tanked or derailed from doing controversial jokes. All things should be able to be subject criticism, and portraying a caricature or exaggerated self on stage shouldn't be met with anger. It's like listening to music. If you don't like a style of music, don't listen to it. No one deserves to be cancelled. It's a fascist action that needs to be stopped. It's murder of a different sort. If you don't like what someone says or does, then don't listen to them. Have you ever done or said the wrong thing? In front of millions of people? Hope you never find yourself in that position. Jake Lloyd. The backlash he got for his role in The Phantom Menace was not warranted. He got mercilessly bullied and his life was pretty much ruined. Quite sad. Same could be said about Jar Jar's actor. Me not remembering his name isn't great here, I know. Edit Ahmed Best thanks you. Satan loves Cot TS. TJ Miller was doing absolutely insane and erratic shit that would usually justify being cancelled. but it was later revealed that he had a tumor the size of a golf ball in his brain that was altering his personality. Of all the excuses for bad behavior, I think this is the best. None of them. Canceling doesn't really do anything but give Twitter a job. For everyone who has been cancelled, they either are completely innocent or deserve something worse like an actual punishment. Canceling only does something if the person actually cares about it. Anyone who got cancelled for something they said several decades ago. Or anyone who got cancelled for something said in a private conversation. Or anyone who got cancelled for supposedly offending someone while that someone didn't get offended at all. Woody Allen. The whole accusation thing was orchestrated by Mia Farrow. And Soon-Yi Previn wasn't his adopted daughter, she was adopted by Farrow and her previous husband Andre Previn, and according to her, Farrow somewhat pushed her toward Allen. Johnny Depp. His career was ended by Amber Heard's lies. The courts have essentially backed him up, but the entertainment industry hasn't. A very talented actor. He is deeply flawed as a person, but not for any of the stuff he got cancelled for. Aziz Ansari Master of None is one of my favorite shows and it's a shame he stopped making it, though I suppose he might have stopped anyways. I find his perspective unique and he seemed wholeheartedly deflated, remorseful about the whole thing. Kanye. But you can really cancel someone who's made a career proving he can't be cancelled because his personality grows out of controversy. The more they cancel, the more popular he gets. A rare being. TBH, I think cancel culture is dumb. Just let the information out there and if people stop following them then cool, but if not then oh well. Someone telling other people to unfollow someone is redeemo. To this day, I still don't fully understand why James Franco was cancelled. Can someone please explain? I did not say he doesn't deserve it, I just genuinely don't know what happened. Russell Brand. Nameless woman claiming to have been sexually assaulted in the past came forward without revealing themselves just as Russell started talking shit about the government. Paula Deen. Edit, you all are brain dead if you think someone should lose their career 50 years later for admitting and apologizing to using racial slurs in the 1960s. Anyone that people are mad at for having a different political opinion. Literally grow up. Stop trying to make the whole world an echo chamber for your beliefs. The concept of cancel culture is just a free market at work and someone can only be cancelled for going against their own brand. Kelly Marie Tran got way too much hate for the Star Wars sequels, bro. I felt so bad for her. I honestly quite liked her character. ContraPoints. She's not perfect, but in no way did she deserve a hate campaign. She still makes videos, albeit infrequently. Chris Harrison from The Bachelor. All he said was let's give this girl a chance to explain herself and he lost his career. No one should be cancelled, no one deserves it. However, everyone should be held accountable as and when needed. And how do you go about cancelling someone? Do you need to actually remove them? Or just plain ignore them? Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, and any other celeb who got cancelled for suffering with clear mental illness. Louis C.K., although he managed to climb back up, he's not arrogant and just kept doing what he's good at. Monica Lewinsky. She got cancelled before being cancelled was a thing, for literally nothing. Any of them. If you break the law you get punishment written in the law. Nothing more, nothing less. All the victims of McCarthyism. Tiger cheated, which is scummy, but everything he did with the other women was consensual. Al Franken. What he did was wrong, but the dude didn't deserve to have his whole career tanked. Vic Mignogna. Lost his career over such vile sexual harassment as, eating a gummy bear. He was vindicated in the end. But Chris Hardwick, his career has never been the same. J.K. Rowling. People who think it's bad to say that women menstruate are fucking insane. Me. I'm not a celebrity, and I've never been cancelled. But, I didn't deserve it. The Wayans brothers. TV shows don't create serial killers, cancelling them does. Kevin Spacey. Now when he is cleared of charges some people have to feel stupid. I honestly don't think Roseanne Barr was trying to make a racist joke. I feel like Vince Vaughn being cancelled was a little much. Sort by controversial. It's a little wild in here.